Howdy everybody, what is going on? It is your boy Brown Sugar here, coming at you with another episode of the UP podcast. Today I have a returning guest, and today I have a new guest, which is one of my best buddies. I got Austin and Dylan here. What's going on, boys?
Happy to be back.
What's up, Jared?
Hey, what's going on, boys? So, today we'll be, we took questions from the females, or, also straight males too, or not straight males, like gay males. That's what I meant to say. We took questions from gay males too for questions for the boys, but more specifically straight males. But, you boys excited?
Absolutely.
It's a big day to be here.
It definitely is. I think it's been a long time coming, Dylan, but I'm very... I think we should get this disclaimer out of here in the get-go that most of these questions... Okay, not most of these, most of my questions
I would say about half.
My questions are in total?
Probably overall.
Just overall, yeah.
Overall, yes, probably half the questions are sexual, but it's like 90% me. It's like literally like all the questions I got were like fucking sexual questions.
Yeah, I have
which,
a couple
by the way,
serious ones.
Yeah, by the way, most of them are preference-based anyway, so you're probably not going to get, like, cohesive straight answers that are, like, definite yeses, definite nos, or whatever the case may be. But Dylan and I fielded questions, and then Austin's going to be here to throw in his 2 cents every now and then. But we just started into it. I'll go ahead and throw my question out there, one of my questions, and it's a very basic question, I would say. Like, and again, this is preference based, but ass or tits, boys? What we feeling?
Definitely ass.
Definitely ass.
Considering that I go around screaming boobies constantly, probably boobs.
I say ass just because there's a lot more you can do with ass than some tits.
I agree. My thing is, it's just always been like a type thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just always been larger ass,
Mm-hmm.
smaller titties.
Yeah.
It's just how it is.
What do you do if you like them both small, though?
Well, you're
Then
weird.
Yeah, that's just weird.
No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
It's not weird.
You're probably gay then. You probably like them so small that you can't even tell.
No,
I'm
not
just
that
kidding.
small. Then it looks peculiar. It has to be proportional.
I don't know, for me, if it came down to, would you rather choose a girl with big tits but no ass, or big ass and no tits? I feel like
Than ass.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, like 9 times out of 10, and like that one time that I would pick the titties over her ass, she probably just has a better face.
Yeah.
But I don't know, like, just for me personally, there's a lot more you can do with ass than titties, so.
Right.
And like I said, that's pretty subjective, but I feel like most guys kind of swing in that direction anyways. I would say majority.
Especially nowadays, I feel like it's definitely switched.
I would say so. Because obviously, like, when you're kids and your stuff, like, you're boobies.
Right.
But, like, now it's like, hey there, you want to come over and sit on my face?
Oh my god.
And by the way, we have Dylan's girlfriend listening in on us, so this is going to be even all the more fun, especially when we get to questions like those.
Yeah. I have to choose what I have to say.
Alright, Dylan, what's one of the questions you got?
I have a question that relates, and so I feel like it fit nicely. It says, does ass really matter that much? I'm flat, and I've been trying to work out to get an ass, but it's been 2 years and I give up.
Oh, that's so sad.
I mean, I love the information you gave us, but
Yeah, I like the
I feel like
transparency.
I feel like it doesn't actually.
It's
kinda,
not that deep.
Yeah,
but
it's
Yeah.
not that deep. At the same time, it's like it's something that I would miss.
Yeah, it's like, so girls don't decide on who they like marry and date based off cock size.
Right.
And like obviously it's easier for guys to like go around and like see, oh, this girl's a big butt, oh, this girl has big tits, or whatever the case may be. But in actuality, looks attract, but like personality is the reason we stay and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So
Yeah, like you could have like the fattest ass, but then like have like the worst personality. I would not be able to stand you.
yeah, so I wouldn't say necessarily like matters, and if you're just looking to like bust a quick nut, then
Then
probably
yeah,
does something.
that's-
Probably to a lot more to a degree. But if you're that desperate to just bust a nut, you're probably just going to take the first person that says yes if you don't find them fucking repulsive. But
Right.
I like that little part that they thrown in there about like trying to work on that. I feel because you can definitely like tone your butt and make it like get it to a point where you are more comfortable with it than your tits. Like you can do like squats and shit like that, but I don't know like a workout that makes your boobs bigger. So,
Right.
Besides,
I like how they didn't ask. They didn't even ask about boobs.
yeah, it's like I said. I think it goes back to like I think nowadays, or like how you said nowadays, guys are probably like a little bit more fixated on butts than boobies.
I mean, just look at like guys fixate on Summer Rae or like girls like that.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
all because of a butt.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, I wouldn't say it like matters. Is like, do I break up with Brittany because she really does have an ass, but she makes me happy in every other way imaginable, but she has no ass at all. But yeah, I don't think it really matters all that much. So that's just me though on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like we're all in agreement.
All right, so give us another one, Dylan.
Okay, so I have a nice innocent question. How do guys know when a girl likes you?
Ooh.
I don't.
How do you know when it, like, I don't know. Wait, read that to me again. I just want to double check. I got that
How
right.
do guys know when girls like us?
Never.
I mean, it's a hard
I mean,
game unless they make it easy for you.
Yeah, unless they're
Yeah.
just being like 100% like forward about it. I don't know. Like, they can always like they can do their subtleties and like make like advances and stuff like that. But at the same time, I feel like you always have to take everything with a grain of salt because you don't know if you're just supposed to take that as, oh, you know, she's like being friendly and flirty and stuff like that, or not trying to like actually like do anything. That's just how she is, or no, she's like actually like, into me and wants me to like make a move.
I mean, I feel like if you just make moves all the time and then they just kind of throw out the hints, and that's kind of how I see it.
Consistency is key.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, like,
yeah.
someone could just want to be friends or want to date when they give you, like, extra attention and you know it. Like, it could come off both ways in that situation. And there's multiple of those. But once they start adding up, I feel like
Yeah.
you somewhat know, but you still really don't know.
Like, I think I'm a pretty good people reader, but when it's ever come to, like, me personally, I can never tell if a girl's into me or not. Like, literally, like, the first girlfriend I had, even after she, like, kissed me, I still didn't know if she actually wanted to date me. And I was like, do I ask her out? Do I ask her to be my girlfriend? But I'm that's just me being bad at it personally, but I don't... That's just me.
Yeah. I'm the same way.
Okay. If there's like, for me personally, any of you honeys out there have a big crush on me and want me to make a move, I'm telling you right now, you're going to have to like give me like something obvious that
Like a big road sign.
something that cannot be interpreted any other way. All right, it's got to be that. But just thought I'd throw that out there. All right, now moving into like a question I'm very excited about.
God.
It's how do you feel if your girlfriend has a lot of guy friends? Now, let me tell you something, brothers. I don't care because I'm not insecure. If I'm dating somebody, I'm dating them because I have the utmost trust for them, and I know that they respect me and they respect our relationship. Granted, I probably don't trust the guys all that much, but that would never hinder me from saying, or that would never like make me say, no, don't hang out with him. I don't like it when you hang out with him. Whatever the case may be. Granted, I might not trust the guy. I trust my girl 100% and would never even like make it an issue at all. That's me though.
Right. Yeah, I feel like my girl shouldn't be like into other guys if they're with me.
Mm-hmm.
So why does it matter?
Especially if you're like labeled, like you're openly labeled, like this is my girlfriend, he's my boyfriend, whatever the case may be. You can have friends of the same exact, or like my same sex. Like I don't care who you are. Like if you're in a relationship with me, I trust you. So
Another thing I go into is I kind of trust like the bro code that goes with it too. Like
no, fuck that, fuck guys, I don't trust them.
you don't trust
guys
them.
think with their dicks.
Yeah, You like
it's all a respect game.
Yeah.
I mean, if they respect me, then I respect them. But as soon as they stop respecting like the fact that she's with me, then I wouldn't be like, I don't want you being friends with them anymore.
But even for me, like, even if the guy keeps throwing himself out there, if she keeps, I guess, like, yeah, it could be, like, a red flag if she keeps, like, hanging out with him, and if, like, after, like, repeated, like, I'm turning you down, I'm turning you down,
and they're
I'm happy
not
with him.
talking to you or something like that, and that's when
Then,
it's kind
yeah,
of
I'd
an
probably
issue.
be, like, a little uncomfortable, but at the same time, I don't think I would ever have, like, enough confidence, like, in myself to, like, ever flat out just say, like, I don't want you to be friends with him anymore, I don't want you to see him anymore.
Right.
That's just because, like, I feel like it's, like,
I feel like you just voice your concern over it.
If
I mean, they're their own person. They can do as they please at that point. But
exactly, I'm not that kind of guy.
like, I'm not gonna be overly protective about it. Like, if it happens, it happens. Like, yeah.
Like, I'm not going to, like, be all... for me, I think it's toxic to be that guy who, like, if you worry and you're insecure about it, that's on you. You have to work...
I mean, I've been there, and my intuition was, I think, right.
Yeah.
But, it's all about just respect between the two people. If they know you're uncomfortable and they don't do anything about it, then oh well, and you just sit and wait there in reality. But
exactly. But just
try to get close with the guys. Like, have the boyfriend get close with the guys.
Yeah.
And get to know them more if they're uncomfortable.
Exactly, because it's usually, like, 9 times out of 10, it's usually just in their head. It's just, like...
Yeah.
That's just how it is for me. Like, I don't know. I think it's a good... I think it's good for your girlfriend to have, like, relationships with other guys. Like, they don't have to be, like, super best friends and stuff like that, but, like, going out and, like, doing things with, like, other guys and stuff like that. And, like, talking to other guys.
Oh, yeah.
I think it's, like, probably, like, good for your relationship because also, like, it gives you... Because I have, like, a lot of girls that are friends and stuff like that. And I'm not saying like, it gives me, like, a pass to go have, like, girlfriends of my own and stuff like that, but I'm just saying I feel like it's like a two-way street, you know? Like, you're accepting...
Exactly.
And trusting when your girlfriend has a guy friend... That way she's going to be accepting and trusting when you have girlfriends and you go to them when you have, like, certain things that you just don't feel comfortable talking about just yet. Whatever the case may be. But that's my thought on it. Alright, great question. And now we're going back into very sexual questions. I have never heard this question before. It was, can you feel the pussy heartbeat during sex? And, like, I was thinking about this. So I'm like, bro, what the fuck does that mean? Like,
it's an interesting question.
Like, are they asking for, like, can you hear, like, their heart beat? Like, or
I think it's if you can feel the heartbeat.
Like, inside.
Yeah. Or were they implying that pussies have their own heart, and you're asking if they're... I didn't really know which way to take that question, so I'm hoping for some input from the two of you.
I think it's the second option you said, where if you can feel the heartbeat in them. But
Yeah, but
I don't think you can.
I've never really thought about it,
Yeah.
to be
I'm not-
honest.
When you're in the moment, you're
Yeah.
not thinking,
Yeah, I'm not
"Ooh,
like,
that's their
oh,
heartbeat."
I can feel their heart.
And I feel like in order to hear it, you have to, like, you just have to, like, stay in place. I'm
Wait,
like,
does it
You'd have to put your head on their chest and be like,
say
I can hear
hear
it.
or feel?
I know they said feel, so I'm
Okay.
assuming that meant, like, you know, like, with your dick. And I'm like,
Yeah.
in order to do that, like, I'm pretty sure you'd have to, like, just leave your dick inserted for, like, a periodic
Like, for,
amount
like,
of time.
5 seconds.
yeah.
And then that's just weird. I feel like that would just throw off the whole vibe. Just be all like, hold on, wait. I'm going to stand still, see if I can feel your heartbeat. That's... So, I can say no for me.
Yeah,
It's a no for me.
It's a no for me.
Yeah. So, did away with that one. Maybe next time I'll feel for it. I'll try to feel for it. If I remember.
If I remember, that's the key factor.
Yeah. Alright, go for it, Dylan.
Alright. I have another innocent one. So, I have a couple, actually. Do guys talk about girls with other guys?
Absolutely.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of like how girls talk about guys with other guys, but like, I feel like another question that they probably have here is, do guys talk about other guys like girls talk about other girls?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, I feel like they're
both
probably
fun.
wondering that as well.
Yeah, it definitely, like, gossip is like a two-way street, if you
Mhm.
want to call it that. But it's not like, oh yeah, when I'm with Billy, we only talk about our bitches. Or, we talk about the other guys too.
Right.
Yeah.
But, I don't know.
I feel like
yeah,
we just don't talk about it as much, I feel like.
I think it just depends on the
It
circumstances.
depends on who you're talking to and
Yeah.
what about like the
Right.
person.
Because I have like different, because like I have like a lot of friends and stuff like that, and like I'm close with like a good portion of them, like to like some degree, but like obviously some friends I only talk about certain things with, because like I feel like either I don't think they'll offer good input, or I don't know, it's just something we don't talk about, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
But like, yeah, guys definitely talk about girls with their guy friends and shit
Mhm.
like that. But valuable question. How they know?
Yep.
We talk good shit about you guys. Just kidding.
Alright, here's my other question. Do guys overthink when a girl takes forever to answer? Sometimes.
Yeah, it's all circumstantial, I guess you could say.
I think it depends on the guy, and then it also depends on the girl too. What's the context behind like why you're talking. Like if I'm talking to like one of my friends and it takes them like over like 2 hours to respond, I'm not even thinking about that. It's just like, oh, they responded.
Or I kind of think like it depends what the girl is kind of doing. Like let's say they're at like some crazy party or something. Then I'm not really like too worried about it, but at the same time, it's kind of just thinking in my mind like what's going on.
Yeah, but even then, I feel like I'm more inclined to be okay with them like not responding at a party and shit like that,
it's
than
just kind of
versus
out of
like every time
respect.
like you're taking like fucking 40 minutes, an hour to respond every time, but you're just sitting in your house. I'm like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little weird.
that. I guess that would make me overthink. I was just like, do you not want to talk? Like, just fucking leave me on red then.
Yeah, it's kind of like a
Exactly.
two-sided thing at that point.
Yeah, it's like I don't want to be a chore. So
Yeah, if
I
I'm
don't wanna
not
be a chore.
interested, like
Yeah.
if you're not interested, just tell me, I guess.
yeah, exactly. So that's me. That's how we feel about it. All right. Okay, so this one, yeah, like literally, like, I'm not even kidding. Like all of my YOLOs, like just about, aside from like a handful, or all about sex. So, this one is: do you guys actually like sucking on titties?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Find me a guy that says no, and I guarantee I'll find you his boyfriend, like not too far behind him. So,
Yeah.
and even then, I bet
Or
he'll
his-
probably still
Wait,
say
do gay
yes.
dudes do that? Like, do they suck on the other dude's nipple?
I bet they do. But there's still some sort of like stimulation in nipples, even for guys, isn't there?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think
There
so.
is.
I'm pretty sure there is.
Oh.
I don't know. Having my nipples sucked on by a girl. All right,
I've never done that.
I'm going to
but-
throw that out there. Yes, my nipples have been sucked on by a female, and is it something I would have done again? Probably. Sure. Why not? Am I ashamed of it? No. Do I go around being like, oh, hey, my name's Jared, and girls suck on my titties? No. But now it's out there, and I can't change that.
Yup.
But yes, I think everybody likes sucking on titties.
Yeah.
It's just something fun to do.
Yeah.
It's just kind of there, so why
Mhm.
not?
And then the next one is kind of like indisputable, I feel like, as well. And if you dispute this, I'm gonna like probably like punch you in the face. It says, what's better, a hand job or a blow job? It's definitely a blow job. If you try to tell me that, are you serious?
I mean,
you literally
I
know.
don't think blowjobs are that good. I had a
A
similar
blowjob
question.
is a lot
Okay.
harder to mess up compared to what a hand job is. Like, they could death grip your dick trying to give you a hand job. But
They could bite your fucking dick off with a blow job.
That they would really have to be purposely doing that. Like a hand job, they just may not.
Okay, I feel like
know.
if you're grasping something, you can feel if it's a tight grasp or not, though.
I've had it where it was.
Bro, you're really, bro. Let me tell you something. If a girl, this is what I take away from when a girl is like, "I'd rather give you a hand job than a blow job." First of all, you already know my experiences with blowjobs. You know I don't like. You already know that like I've had horrible experiences with head.
Yeah.
So you already know that, and I'm still defending blowjobs on this. You're basically they're telling me they can beat my dick better than me. No.
No, I'm not saying
Yeah, I'm
blowjobs
not-
are better. I'm saying no. I'm saying blowjobs are better. I'm saying
I feel like
handjobs.
I feel like it's I
feel
don't
like,
really care for either.
Yeah, but if you have
if you have to pick.
If
But
you have
I
to
had
pick.
to pick,
if you have to pick, every guy would say a blowjob.
probably a blowjob.
I
I just think like the whole experience is just better.
Yeah.
Because I feel like a hand job just kind of like boring. You're just kind of doing it.
You're
But
just
then
staring
a
at each
blowjob,
other.
Yeah, blowjob's kind of like
I feel like the only
you can look and just admire. I guess is the right word. I
Yeah.
don't know.
The only time that a hand job would be better than a blowjob is like circumstantial, like where you're at, like if you're at like the fucking like family Thanksgiving and it's underneath the table,
That's a little different.
yeah, then it's
But at the same time, like that's
Yeah.
a weird.
not by your like you're there with your wife or
I think
something.
I think it changes on what's happening too. Like if it's leading up to sex, then like the foreplay of like you guys just being in bed and they're playing with your dick, then I feel like that's better than them just instantly being like, okay, I'm gonna suck your dick while it's soft. Like
What isn't that like the same thing with them like playing with it though? Are you just like always hard when you think of a hand job then?
no, that's what I'm saying. It's like the hand job to make you hard and then sex. Like
Okay.
skip the.
It's just a different circumstance.
Yeah, it's just a different circumstance.
Well, I wouldn't even consider. But if you're talking in that context, I wouldn't even consider like when girls suck on your dick before sex a blowjob because when I think of a hand job or a blowjob, like that makes me think that you finish like on that
yeah,
action.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like
So like neither of those
Yeah.
go into that.
yeah, like obviously your fucking girlfriend or wife can't go underneath the table at fucking that.
I don't
for,
know. She could drop her silverware.
for that long. What the fuck is she, Helen Keller?
She's a Velma looking for her glasses.
I can't find my glass.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so but or we're still in agreement on blowjobs over handjobs.
Yeah.
All right, Dylan, lay it on us.
All right, give me a hot sec here. So, do guys actually like eating girls out?
Yes,
Yes,
Yeah.
100%.
like I love head. I love giving head.
Yeah, I think I love giving it more than I love receiving it.
100%.
Oh yeah. 100%.
I could definitely would, because for me, I'm like a pleasure. Like the way I get my pleasure is when
It's
they
by
give.
seeing
yeah,
that
right, through
through
giving
their
it.
pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, so by that, like I genuinely enjoy like eating pussy, eating ass. At work.
I like seeing their reaction. Like,
Yeah, like
them enjoy it.
it's like honestly like the best fucking thing in the world to me. Like that. So yeah, I would definitely say I love eating pussy. Like
Yeah.
100% sure. I get off to that shit.
Okay.
I feel like that was a unique reaction. I feel like most guys definitely wouldn't have like been in that so quick to agree to that.
Really?
Yeah.
Some guys would probably just say, "I just want sex," and that's all.
Yeah. Some
most-
guys
I
are
feel like most guys are like that. I feel like I honestly expected one of you to say no. I thought it was going to be you, Dylan. I thought you were
Really?
going to say no.
Really.
I thought you would have said like, I mean, I'll do it, but like I wouldn't like prefer to do
No,
it.
I love doing it.
Okay, that's good. Proud of
Like,
you.
I just love all the parts
Yeah.
in my face.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna link this to your mom on Instagram.
All right. It's not.
That'd be cruel.
Okay. Here's another question.
All
What's
right.
the most amount of times you've jerked off in a day?
Twice.
Twice or 3 times.
Yeah, to like 2 or 3.
I mean, after a certain number, your dick just can't take it anymore.
It's like gross because like if I don't do it, like I haven't done it like twice in a long time, but like if I do, it's like I wake up super horny.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Super horny. Like guys like wake up with morning wood most of the time, but that doesn't necessarily equate to
I mean,
horniness.
Yeah.
like,
Just go to the bathroom.
Sometimes
pee,
it's
and
kind
you're
of
done.
annoying.
Yeah. But so if I wake up super horny and then if I go to bed super horny too. But twice has definitely been my max. And when I've done that, they're like hours apart. Like I said, morning
it's not
before I go to
like
bed.
right after each other.
Yeah, it's not like, oh wow, I just
I
finished.
once
Let's go
knew
do
a
it again.
guy who wanted to see how many times he could do it, and he did it like 9 in a day.
That's fucking disgusting.
Jeez.
And I'm just like,
He had
dude.
nothing.
Did they have
to do.
anything coming out by then?
He said by the end there was like pretty much nothing coming out.
It was piss. That's all it was.
It's disgusting.
I hate that. Ooh. All right. So this one's going to be very subjective. What do you like about freaky girls?
That I think my thing is they like they more than likely like all the things that I'm into is why
If
I
not
like
more.
about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if not more.
Yeah.
So
They
it's kind of like
broaden
just the
your horizon.
convenience type thing.
Mm-hmm. So I'm pretty freaky. So if the girl that I'm with is at least half as freaky as me, I'll be satisfied.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and when I say that, I'm not talking about like a rape fetish or anything like that.
Oh my God.
It's a thing. Trust me.
Is it really a
That's
thing?
I've never heard of that.
Oh.
But nothing like that. But I would probably say at least standard bondage. I think that's sufficient
What,
enough.
like
for me.
That's
handcuffs?
That's kind of like the limit.
You want me to go
Yeah.
bust out my bondage kit? Can you take
You
a
have
look?
one?
Yeah. You didn't see when I bought it? Ball
Oh,
gag.
Show me it
whip and all?
after.
that.
Show me it
Huh?
after.
I'll show you after. You want to put the ball gag on?
No.
I'll whip you.
Okay, I've never messed with any of that, but
You haven't?
no.
If you want to borrow, just let me know.
I'm good.
Hey, if you want to borrow, you let me know, okay?
As in, he's talking to my girlfriend.
Yeah. Bella, you're allowed to laugh too. It's okay. You don't have to stop yourself.
Okay.
All right. But yeah, I think it's definitely good to have some freakiness. All right. Was that my two? Is it going to you now?
I believe so.
All right. Bet.
So, if you guys aren't interested, then why don't you just say that instead of acting interested?
I don't act interested if I'm not interested.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I will just because I don't feel like being a dick. And so I'll just
Yeah.
like kind of like give you kind of short responses that kind of show that I'm not really interested. But
That's true.
I mean, I just don't say it because I'm just not gonna be
I
like,
don't wanna hurt
sorry,
feelings.
yeah, I don't like your story. Or I don't like what you're telling me. Like,
Yeah.
I guess that's true. Like, I don't want to hurt feelings and stuff like that. So, I'll kind of backtrack on my answer a little bit. Yeah, we probably should say something, but at the same time, when you are that open, most people are not that open, and they're not
Yeah.
ready to deal with somebody who is that open. So it kind of goes into like you could be like made into like a bad guy, and then I end up feeling like I already feel bad enough, like telling you that hey, I'm not interested in you,
Yeah.
but
Or
Sometimes
what
you
you
have
have
to
to
kind
say.
of read into what they're putting out.
yeah,
I mean, if they're being super dry, then there's likely something like you're not connecting.
yeah.
I guess you could say. Or they could just be busy all the time. I mean, you just have to. It's really circumstantial.
But if that's if you're busy all the time, like I was like, you still make the effort for
Yeah.
the people that care. So
Or
like,
you either make it known.
Yeah.
You're like, hey, I work all these hours. I'm not gonna be able to respond constantly.
yeah, and usually at that point, if you're interested in them, but you want to keep talking to them, you usually point it out yourself, because if you
Yeah.
point it out yourself, like, oh hey, sorry, I was like working or whatever the case may be, it kind of like lets them know it's like, oh well, they do feel bad about it, and if they didn't, they probably wouldn't have said anything at all. They would have just responded.
right?
Yeah.
That's just me. If I do lose interest, like I haven't like genuinely like talked to anybody like in a while, but like if that's the case, like I probably should say something, but it's easier to just like, fade them out as
Right.
opposed to just being
Yeah.
straight up. But girls do it too, so I don't.
Yeah, it's not just a
Exactly.
whole
Yeah, it's not
guy
just a
thing.
guy
It's
thing.
just a people thing.
It's just, yeah,
It's kind of just relationships.
yeah. What else you got?
Okay, so we're going back to head. Is it actually uncommon for guys to bust a nut when getting head?
Depends on how good it is.
I would
Yeah.
say yes, it is uncommon.
Like, if it's not,
I don't think I've ever
I
like busted just simply to head.
no,
Just
I've
head.
never. I don't think I ever have.
I have once, but it took me so long because they smoked and like
So that was just
I could feel the cigarette on my dick.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah, it was gross. But like it was like the best, but that's not saying much. It wasn't like if I was like to grade it, it'd probably be like a 6.4.
like I don't know. My thing is just anything that'll turn me off. So somehow it just gets into my head, and that's what gets me.
Yeah, I'm
Like
pretty
I don't know
picky.
why. Like I'm just kind of thinking. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty picky
feel
about
like-
that kind of stuff.
I just get overstimulated. Like eventually, it just starts bothering me.
Right. And then when Jared, when you were saying that your girl, that the person was a smoker or whatever, I
Yeah.
thought it was just like the thing going through your head, so it just like turned you off.
Oh no!
That's kind of what I was.
You could actually feel it.
Yeah,
What
like
do you mean?
I don't. I just
Like,
thought you
what's
know like
the
how you know
feeling?
like how people have like cigarette breath and shit like that.
Yeah.
Just like felt it like on my dick. It was just like there. It was just like
Oh my God.
Was she
perfuming.
smoking while she was?
You smoking my dick, so I know. But I don't know. Like, is it uncommon though? I think it just depends on how good the head is and how much the guy actually likes it.
Yeah.
Because guys would probably rather have sex with you than
Yeah,
have
that's
you
kind of
suck
just the
their dick.
honest answer,
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
which is what we're here for.
Exactly. All right. Favorite sex positions.
I'm basic as shit. Like missionary.
Yeah, there's a lot you can do with missionary.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I like reverse cowgirl too.
I like cowgirl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that way you can still like play with like titties and stuff like
I
that.
mean, the
but
ass is right
I think
there, too.
doggy's overrated.
Yeah, me too. Honestly.
I feel like that's just like a standard go-to for like a lot of people. If,
Yeah.
like,
I think that's like young people.
yeah,
Really. Unless I'll say this, unless your dick's probably small and you need to get it deeper, then doggy will do that for someone.
yeah. I suppose that's true.
Because I've heard it of where girls, like if a guy's average, then it actually
That's like their go-to.
it hurts. No, well, I'll say
Oh,
above
okay.
average. It'll actually hurt the girl because it hits their cervix so hard. Is like their complaint with doggy. So that's a good one for all you small fellas out there.
Thanks, man.
I'm gonna give you that advice. Doggy's good for you. But missionary, I mean, it's basic, but it has so much potential.
Yeah, it gets shit on a lot, but there's
Mhm.
so much you can do with it. You can spice it up. You can like move like the leg, like you move the legs over and stuff
Right.
like that.
What
But
about wheelbarrow?
never done it
Yeah,
personally.
I've
Haven't done it
never
personally.
done it, but
What is it?
it's
You put them in a wheelbarrow. You see.
oh, there's probably one for that.
Yeah.
I think it's like above their legs and their ass is up.
Okay, I follow.
Like you almost have like a wheelbarrow.
And then you
Okay.
hold them midair by the arms.
Okay, that's
like-
like
no, I'm just kidding.
I don't know what that would be called, but that's
like a
probably
wrestling
one too.
move.
Yeah.
And then you fling them across your room. And
Oh
that's how you get off.
I'm done.
But yeah, I feel like missionary, pretty good
Yeah, I
one.
feel like those are the main three.
Okay, this one's probably a little bit more directed at me, but does it make guys uncomfortable when girls talk about shitting?
No.
I don't like it.
I don't mind it. I don't think it's a bad thing. It just
I don't
kind
wanna
of
hear
catches
about
me
it.
off guard is all.
I don't like.
It depends on my comfort level with you, I guess. Like
Yeah, like if
there's
I'm
I
cool
have
with
certain
you-
people in my life that'll talk to me about their shit all day, but other
Austin,
ones I'm just like, what?
We could be married for 30 years, and if you brought up your shit or you farting, I would beat the fuck out of you because
Bro,
I don't like
I will tell you about my poop.
I don't want to hear about
I'm gonna
it.
start
I don't
giving
like
you
hearing
daily
about it at all.
updates.
It's fucking gross. I don't want to hear
it's
about
not,
that at all.
It's not really something I want to hear. It's just like if you told me about it, I'd just be like, okay. Depends on
Yeah.
how comfortable I am with you. Like it's not like something like, oh yeah, tell me about your
Like
shit
if some
today.
random person just said, "Oh, I just took a fat shit," like I'm like,
Like, okay.
what?
Yeah, that's pretty much the extent. Don't tell me like what color it was and
Yeah.
shit.
I don't want to know. I legit don't want to talk about it at all. So like, don't bring it up around me, please.
Wait, you're actually
I legit don't want to hear about it from anybody. Period.
really?
I don't like hearing about it. It's gross.
Damn, you must love the group chat.
that's like literally like the biggest thing I just say, and that's one of the reasons it's muted, just in case. Like it doesn't happen all that much, but like when it does, it's just like I don't want to hear about it. I don't want to be part of that conversation. If I scroll up later on and I see it's being talked about, I know to just skip it and go back to whatever I was doing.
Oh my gosh, I didn't realize that.
I don't like it. All right, how many you got left?
I think about 4.
All right. Go ahead and do 1, and then we'll kick it back to me, and I'll do 2, because I got a couple left.
Gotcha. Do guys enjoy when girls fart while guys...
Disgusting.
What?
Okay. Yeah, just I'm going to simply put that one out there. Do guys care if girls fart?
Yes, I'll beat the fuck out of you.
Seriously?
I'll turn into Chris Brown.
You don't like farts
God.
either?
No, I don't.
Even...
I don't
if
like it
it's
when guys
far
do.
away from me, I don't care.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, like, I'm getting, like, I don't like it at all, but if it happens, it happens. But if you just fucking do it and you think you're funny or cute or quirky, like, no, you're not. You're just fucking disgusting.
Like, I'd rather no one fart around me, really.
Yes.
I mean, it's not just a girl thing.
And hold your poop in, too. And when you finally do it, don't tell me about it.
Oh
I'll
my
bust a bottle
gosh.
over your head. And, like, but if it happens, it happens. I will definitely not go out of my way to acknowledge it, though. Definitely not going to do that. I'm not going to give you like a look or anything. If it happens, it happens. I will ignore the fuck out of it, and you can too. That's me though. I legit just don't like it. I don't like that kind of stuff.
You're
You just don't like anything to do with an ass.
No, that's the
He
thing. I love
loves
ass.
ass.
I'll eat ass, but I like eating ass. But
I've never done that.
you never eaten ass?
No.
10 out of 10. Would recommend.
But
I
like
like it.
that's like shit.
It seems scary.
I don't care.
That's where
Well,
the
okay,
poop
let me.
comes
Okay,
out.
but if
Yeah,
shit and fart
explain.
comes out of there, what comes out of fucking vaginas? Blood and piss and babies. So think
Shit.
about that next time somebody says, "Ew, you'd eat somebody's ass." They shit out of there. Just throw that way. Abortion come out of fucking vaginas too. I think.
You think?
You
I think. I don't know.
I
never-
hope.
Oh wait, I played the South Park game. Yeah, technically, yeah. They put the vacuum up there. You ever played South Park?
No.
You performed the abortion on Randy. You put the
Randy, really?
You put the vacuum up his ass, but I still like know how abortions go.
What about the hamster up the ass?
Lemmy Winks? You go up there in the game too. You go up Mr. Slave's ass. That's like where the final boss is, I think.
Oh my gosh.
Well,
Anyways, but
all right.
yeah, fuck farts, fuck poop. All right. When do you guys moan during sex? Don't tell me you're fucking mute.
I'm not mute.
All right, good. Okay, and
It's
when I say
kinda just-
moan, I'm not like, I'm talking
Okay,
like
yeah.
you like do like your grunt
Like,
like,
if I'm into a moment, then yeah, but
It's just kind of random. It's not like a certain time.
I
Well,
don't purposely go, oh yeah, like, the
I
fuck?
honestly I will think about it, and I was like, I don't, because in my head I'm not thinking anything about it, but I will think about it. I was like, I need to make a noise. So then I'll
Wait,
make a
really?
Yeah, because I don't like having muted sex. I don't like if I'm there and the girl's not moaning, I'll be like, what am I doing wrong? But and then I guarantee it's like a 2-way street. If I'm just over here like thrusting for like fucking
8 hours.
20
Oh,
seconds.
I have one.
What?
Has a girl ever gotten mad at you for laughing during sex?
No, because I've never laughed during sex. What the fuck?
Am I normal?
I
I'll just laugh.
Yeah,
You're
I've
weird.
laughed one time.
Ah, boobies. I honestly
That's
feel
how
like
it goes.
I don't know
Yeah.
what to say.
No, I'll giggle, and then they'll be like, "What? Am I doing something wrong?" And I go,
That's just your tell on how that instead of moaning, you giggle.
"Yeah, maybe, maybe that's how it is."
No, I do mine periodically, like because I don't think I would like ever just like do it just like on my own instinct.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think I've done it on my own instinct to just kind of.
I just think about it as like I don't want to be silent during sex, so I'll make a sound and go, ugh. Not like that.
I
but,
feel like that's a
yeah.
relatable thing.
yeah. I feel like that'd probably be like most guys too.
Yeah.
Probably. All right, then I'm gonna throw it back to you for another question.
No, that was only one of yours.
That was only one of mine?
Yep.
Was it? Oh. No, I thought... Yeah, that is. Do you like it when girls kiss your neck? And there's like a follow-up to this part too, so I answer that first part.
I would say yeah.
Yeah.
I like it too. I don't know why. I feel like that. I thought that was like a common thing that guys just like liked, but it turns out I know a handful of guys that think it's kind of gay to be kissed on your neck by girls. I'm like,
Wait, really?
yeah, it's like that's just something you should be doing to them. I'm like, I mean, yeah, you should be doing it to them, but it's like I don't think it's gay to like have like a girl like right here, and you're like,
Right.
Exactly.
yeah. But follow up, do you like it when they leave hickeys on you?
I mean, I don't mind it. My one thing is kind of like walk around my house without a shirt on, so it's kind of like
It has to be
On
able
your
to be
ass,
covered
then.
up.
Next
on my
time.
ass.
You know where to plan it next time.
No, please.
I mean, it's kind of kinky, so I'm into it. Like, just preferably like not like my neck.
Yeah, not on my neck.
I'd prefer not to have them.
Like, I'll be like, well, like I get why they're into them because I'm
Yeah.
into them too.
I
But
mean-
I don't think it's like when I leave them, it's not like, haha.
Don't make them look like a vacuum cleaner attacked me. If you do.
Have you ever seen? Remind me to show you. I'll show you like the biggest one I ever had. It's
crazy.
Did you ever see the TikTok of the girl who had it all over her chest
No.
and like up her neck?
Jeez.
And people kept making jokes like the vacuum cleaner went after her. Like,
Dude.
it was so fucking bad.
Mine was like dark purple. It was like looked like a bruise damn near.
That's how this girl's looked. It was so bad.
That's hot.
Oh, another thing is, if it's just like a hookup or something like that, and I'm like single as fuck,
No.
I'd no hickeys, cause like
Actually, no. I've done that a handful of times. It's like something to remember me by.
Oh my gosh.
I guess, but like
What?
that's also kind of like mean.
Okay, it wasn't like I was just like, I'm gonna give this bitch a hickey and not tell her. She knew what I was doing, and
She just kind of let you.
yeah,
Okay.
I mean, I hope she did.
Okay. Yeah. Are you sure she wasn't like tied up with your bondage set?
No, I only recently got the bondage set. I still haven't
Have you ever
used it
actually?
yet.
Oh, so you haven't used it?
Nope, just waiting for the perfect boy. I mean,
Oh
Oh my god.
I'm just kidding. But no, I haven't used it yet. Hopefully soon. All right, now throw it back to you.
Alrighty. If a girl wanted to wait until marriage to have sex, would you still date them?
Why do I feel like I'm being targeted again? Do you remember my last girlfriend? Oh, I don't think you ever
No,
met her.
I never
Oh.
So
You want me to answer this first?
you go first, yeah.
Alrighty. So, I mean, I feel like, yeah, I would still date you because it's not all about sex, but like, I feel like sex plays like a big role
Yeah.
in relationships. Like,
Especially when
it's
you're
not,
young.
it's not like if you're bad or good at it. It has nothing to do with that. It's just like,
The concept.
yeah, the concept is just kind of nice to have in the relationship, but would I just not date you? I don't know about that.
Exactly.
Just goes into a factor of what you weigh when you decide if you're gonna date him or not.
I thought you were just gonna say how much you weigh.
I was, I was all like,
Oh wow.
I guess that makes sense too. Like if you're 300 pounds, you know, like I'm not gonna like, oh, you don't want
Oh
sex,
my
I'm not
God.
doing
But
you.
you're a really cool person, and I love you. Maybe it's okay because maybe I just don't want to have sex with you.
Yeah.
That's a good factor.
So for me, my last girlfriend, she was like that, and I told her like I had to like reassure her so much about it. I was like, I'm fine with it. Like
Mhm.
if we're like genuinely like meant to be, and we end up getting married and stuff like that, then I'm perfectly fine with waiting for sex.
Yeah.
Like it's not the end all be all for me. Like, is it good for the relationship? I think it helps a lot because I don't know. It makes it like because for me, sex is about intimacy and emotional connection.
Right.
That's just
Yeah.
how it is for me. It's a lot more emotional than like probably what most guys are, I would say. But it's not the end all be all for me. So I would date somebody if we had like a genuine connection, like and they wanted to like wait until marriage. Like but she was crazy, so. And then if you're crazy and it's just kind of it does it like if we're starting to like think about like breaking up with you, it definitely will play a factor into
Oh,
thinking
yeah.
about it.
Yeah.
'Cause, like I mean, she's really nice, but she goes through my phone, and I can't have sex with her.
Those are two big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, just know it probably it'll always be in the back of our mind. Just know that.
Yeah.
Me being one of those guys, it's always in the back of our
Yeah.
mind, but it's not a deal breaker
Exactly.
for most of us, I think.
Like, if there's another big factor that goes into it, we're kind of just thinking, like, okay, that's 2.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. All right. Do tummies matter?
Do who?
Tummies. Tummies.
What do you mean?
Stomachs. Like, people's
Okay.
bellies. Do they matter? Girls.
Like if they're
Do their
big?
tummies. Like, if they have, like, a...
Like, how big are we talking?
I don't know. That's just the question. Do tummies matter? Like, if you have, like... If they're, like, a little, like a
If you're a
like a
little
chubbers. A little chubbers, you know? You got, like, a little bit of, like, a tummy. You know, like,
I
I
poking
feel like
out.
I know how you feel on this, Jared. I feel like I'm gonna go on the same side as you.
It's like, I'm not attracted to big girls, sorry.
Yeah,
but,
no, you're not.
I'm not.
But, like, if you're, like... If you got, like a... You
I
know?
feel like there's a certain like section of guys who are into bigger girls,
Yeah. And
and
that's
so
okay.
I just kind of like
But...
slide them over.
For me, okay, if it's a tummy, because when I say tummy, I'm thinking of, like, you know, maybe like a little poking out, like, a little bit. That's okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'm
that's
okay
fine.
with that.
But
I'm
if
not
it's
talk-
like excessive,
Like
and
fupa.
it's
Like, if it's a fupa, fuck no.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
and if you have
You're
like
a great person, but fuck no.
if you got like a front butt, you know what I mean?
Oh, God.
You know what
just
front butt
no.
is?
Yeah. Fucking
Is it pretty much the same
Not
thing as a
about it.
fupa, but it's even bigger and it like splits up their jeans?
Yeah, so those are a front butt.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when we're getting to that range, or even just outside of it, I'm like, no.
Yeah.
What do you think the most annoying trait girls have are? Like, a common thing that you see throughout girls that you just find annoying?
I'd have to think on that.
Yeah.
I guess I have the benefit of thinking about this for a little bit, so I'll go. I know this is not every girl, but sometimes there's just, like, this inconsistency, or the fact, like, you can always be into somebody and then just, like, not be into them, but, like, for me and my experiences, it feels like the girls that I've, like, talked to, they don't have, like, the same consistency, and they will flip out of it, like, almost like
What do you mean consistency?
the consistency of,
in
like,
what?
like feeling like one way and, like, throughout. And it's not even so much as even just liking me. It's just, like, consistency throughout. I don't know how to explain this now, because in my head it seems like easy, like
Right, I know what you mean.
it seems like it's easy to say, but, like, consistency, like, you know, like, I get, like, everybody has, like, their off days and stuff like that. A big thing for me is about, like, energy and stuff like that. If you have an off day, that's cool. Like, everybody has their off days, and we're not, like, giving, like, our 100 to each other and shit like that. But if it's something that happens, like, every single week, and it gets to this point where it's happening, like, multiple days in a row, and it's, like, there's nothing going on or something like that, and if it gets to that point, then I'm like, yeah, like, it's fucking annoying, it's kind of pissing me off, but, like, I can't do nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. That's...
I have an interesting, annoying trait. Is when, this is just for all girls, nothing to do with the relationships at all. It's when girls think that they're celebrities
Oh.
and they just don't answer
Yep.
for like literally days.
I guess I would toss in with my inconsistency.
Yeah, like
yeah.
it's consistency but different. Cause like let's say you're interested in a girl and she shows interest that first day, and then you text her the next day like, "Hey, good morning" or something like that, and you're like super nice and all that stuff, and you did nothing wrong that day before, and they just don't talk to you like they're Kim Kardashian or something, and then you confront them and then they get mad about it.
Yeah.
I hate that.
I'd agree with that one.
Yeah.
That's probably the worst.
It's the most
one.
annoying thing ever.
Any annoying traits for you?
I'd agree with that one.
All
I
right.
mean,
It's a
there's probably
heartbreaker.
more, but
That's
I mean,
probably
that's a
something
big one.
It's something you probably have to think on a little bit.
Yeah.
You know? All right. How many more do you have left, or is that it for you?
I don't understand what they're trying to ask here, so I'm gonna have to ask you guys. So, do you think it's easier getting nudes from guys or girls in the way that who would give in first? I don't know what they mean by that. Like,
Well, that's obviously, unless either any of us have tried to get news from a guy, we can't
Right.
answer that question.
Yeah.
right, but let's
So
just
there's no way to answer that question, because, at least the way I'm interpreting it, because it sounds like they're saying, Is it easier to get nudes from guys or from girls? Like,
My way of interpreting this is, like, is it easier getting nudes if they give in first or if you send first?
well, obviously
It's
it's easier to get nudes
Right,
if they give
that's-
in first because you get to
So
know
like
what I was
it's a
thinking.
question of basically if they're asking for him or you're asking for him, or like if they're hinting at him or you're hinting at him.
Right.
I feel like that answers its own question.
Yeah, I mean,
Unless they didn't ask it the way that they meant it. I don't know.
Yeah,
It's
I
just
don't really
not proper phrasing, I would
Yeah, I
say. Do
couldn't
you have any other
understand.
ones?
Yeah, but you wouldn't like them. It's about farts and
Oh, just go
poops.
for it. We already know how. Just go for it.
Okay. Is it a turnoff when girls fart under the covers to feel warm?
oh,
I don't know if
I
that's.
already know
I
this from
feel
Gabby.
like
Yeah.
yeah.
Would beat her stupid short
Is-
midget ass.
Is
to
that
the
her?
girl.
Okay,
Yeah,
I was
I'm a
thinking
fucking-
it might have been a dude. Cause
That's fucking
I feel like
disgusting.
girls
No,
wouldn't
I'm
really
gonna
ask
punch her in the fucking box when I see her next.
that. Okay, and then this might have been her too. Do boys care if a girl stinks up the bathroom if one was to have a steamy poo?
Bro. Okay, you know what? If there's any more like that, we done with it. I'm not even gonna give her the fucking opportunity.
Oh
That
my
stupid
God.
bitch.
Alright. That's all the questions I had.
All right. So I have 4 more. Do you ever shiver when you pee in the morning? Is that a thing?
yeah, I've
Yeah, I've,
full on
like, gotten-
fallen in the morning when I was.
What the
peeing.
fuck?
Really?
Yeah, well, I take sleeping meds, so I woke up at night and I was standing over peeing in the dark, and all of a sudden I just slammed my head into the rack in
What
front
the
of
fuck,
toilet.
Austin?
And my mom comes and says, "Are you okay?" And I go, "Yeah."
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm fine. Well, 'cause I wake up about 4 a.m. every single night to go pee, and if I take my sleeping meds, then I'm like damn near drunk. So it makes peeing fun. So, but yeah, if you're cold or if it's a good pee, yeah, you get shivers.
Okay.
I mean,
don't
I've gotten
know.
chills, but
Yeah, I don't think I go.
yeah.
Oh,
like,
I've done that.
Fucking seize up.
All right. Have you ever been catcalled?
Yeah,
Really?
and by friends.
Okay,
Never
like an
like
actual
actually on the
catcall.
street. Yeah,
An
like
actual
never
catcall.
actually on the streets.
I've been given a lot of looks, like across the room, but not really like cat calls. Like no one's been like, "Hey, like come here" or some shit.
Yeah, I've been catcalled. I think like the most I've had is like cougars like fondle over my tattoos.
Oh really?
I don't know if you were working that night, but it was at DQ, and I'd just gotten this part of the sleeve colored in, and the cougar just like took my arm without saying anything. It was just
I
like
just looked at
it was literally like the day after, so there's still like plasma like all over. She
what
just
the
kept like
hell?
rubbing on it. It's like, yeah, that line work is so nice, and the
Ew.
detail. I'm like, bro, are you gonna like?
Actually, that reminds me. One time I was at the gym when I worked at the Y,
Mhm.
and there's this one like older lady. She had to be like, she was definitely a MILF. Is all I had to
Mhm.
say. And she was like asking me how to use these machines, and she was like, "Oh my gosh."
Oh my god.
Gosh,
Like,
no,
how do
I
you-
use
It's
like,
always
yeah.
the older woman.
Yeah.
All right. What are some deal breakers when you do first meet a girl?
Why'd you save all these hard ones? You should have said them in the beginning,
Yeah.
then we would have addressed them at the end.
I just did these in the order that they were sent in.
So what's like a first impression? Like what?
Like when you
what is
first
it?
meet a girl, like if you see a girl and then she does something, says something,
If she's
or-
super rude.
yeah, and it's just like instantly turns you off from like ever like dating
Okay.
her, like ever.
Self-centered.
I would say this is from previous relationship experience. If they're super religious, and I'm not
Okay,
saying it's
yeah.
bad to be super religious,
Okay, yeah,
but
I agree.
If it's in your face religious, then no.
yeah, if it's like
Like
that,
forced.
I don't think so because, granted, I don't think that she like would not respect me. She did not respect the way that I was, like, in my beliefs and stuff like that. Like, I'm a Christian. I believe in God.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really go to church though. But she was kind of like in my face about accepting like Jesus Christ into my heart and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And it's like, you
That's
know, like
kinda
God,
weird.
you know, like, you know, you can't go to heaven if you don't accept Jesus in your heart. And I want all my friends to go to heaven. Like, can you I'm like, yeah, okay, I'll get right on that. But so I guess if you're super religious, like, good for you. But I bet there's somebody out there better than me for you. So that's a deal breaker for me now.
Okay. I feel like one deal breaker for me is the way you dress, or like the way you like show yourself. For one of the first things I look at, because my mom's a hairstylist, is the hair.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they just show up like to like a first date or something, and they just kind of have like a messy bun in their hair. Like I have a messy bun in right now. It's like not hard at all.
That's
So-
different. We've been on multiple dates.
Okay, yeah,
God.
but like if you just like show up with a messy bun and just kind of like look like Billie Eilish with
Hey.
all of what?
Billie Eilish is beautiful. Okay,
Okay, sure.
I can say that she's
But
18 now.
I'm just saying, like, it just kind of shows how you put yourself out publicly, and I just
And how you're perceived by others.
yeah,
Yeah, I can get that.
just kind of looks sloppy, I guess.
Final
can see
question. Would you ever have a sugar mama? I purposely saved that one for the end.
Well, one time I had an opportunity.
You had an
What?
opportunity
I
and
had
you didn't
an-
take it?
She did not let me.
Oh my god, Bella.
Yeah, it was like the biggest opportunity I've ever had in my life. She said
No.
$3,000. I mean, there was some questionable things.
Oh,
that
it was
she was
probably a
asking.
scam then. If it was $3,000 right up front, you have to like.
Yeah, I had to like. She wanted me to like send stuff.
Oh no!
So
no,
I
that's a
was
scam then.
like-
that's a scam. Then.
yeah,
Never mind. You haven't had a real opportunity because
Okay.
I've had the same ones then.
Okay, because I.
Mine was for a
oh,
sugar daddy though.
Oh
but
really?
Wow.
Interesting.
I don't care. It doesn't take much to make me gay. Like honestly, $50 a weekend sounds good to me.
$50?
$50 is like
I mean, he said 14 for Jackson.
Yeah.
that's just for having sex, okay? If you're an older guy, which likely sugar daddies are, you know.
I'll have a sugar mama if I just have to go out on like meals and stuff with them and have talks.
Bro, if she's going
But
to
if
pay
she-
me to
but
clap her cheeks, I'll do that. I don't
If
give a
she
fuck.
looks ugly, no, I won't. But if
Okay.
she's hot, sure.
I mean, the
I
one
guess
thing,
that's true.
Pay me to enjoy myself.
the
I
one thing about
guess.
this lady was she like gave me her like Cash App and everything. Like she was
That's
gonna
how
pay
they
me.
do it.
She was
That's-
gonna pay me before I even like did anything.
S-
So it was like like I
I'd
was
be
like,
on the fence about
yeah,
that.
I was on
to
the
me,
fence.
it sounds like a scam.
And then I
because
asked her, and she's like, "Nah." I was like, "Fuck."
I'm pretty sure it's a scam because that's like a pretty common thing, is like being scammed, like
Yeah.
pretending,
Yeah.
like
That
I
was
bet I can scam
questionable.
somebody that thinks they'd be their sugar mama or sugar daddy. So
Mhm.
that's what they do. This guy got as far as to making me his lock screen though.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Interesting.
he was like, "I'll buy you the new iPhone. All you have to do is send me $50 to."
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm like, oh,
Okay.
yeah, that makes.
They didn't even like ask for anything from me except just photos, and I was like, interesting. Like it doesn't seem like I have to give him my card or anything.
Mm-hmm.
That's fair. You should have sent the photos in. You should have just.
Just done it.
Just
You
behind
should-
take
my
her
and-
out on a nice date afterwards.
I was about to
hey,
say,
this
that's
was
what you should
paid
have
by a
done.
sugar mama.
Or
Just
buy
know
her,
he
like, an
comes home
entire
at the
card.
end of the day
Yeah.
to you, not them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But what was that? You got any more questions for the boys? Because that's all of mine.
And that's all of
I
mine.
don't think so.
Anything you'd have to ask us after hearing all those?
Do you have any questions?
No.
No.
All right. Well, this has been the Undesired and Prescribed podcast with Austin and the Dylan this time.
I appreciate
Boys?
it.
I appreciate you guys coming on so much. And I look forward to seeing you all next time. Farewell, everybody.